Good evening, my dears, and thanks for that we are starting our broadcast. Today we have some problems with electricity, but be honestly, not only today. Last week we have a problem with electricity, and I'm understanding that it's not because my microphone, especially for the Mar Garcia, working on overload. Reason not in me and not in my microphone. I'm sorry. I will change light a little. Yeah, that's better. If I don't mistake, 1.5 weeks ago, Russian damaged Tripila electro station, and that's why when evening is coming, we have a lot of the electricity overloads in my house, in my district, in this region, and in Kyiv Oblast in general. Yeah, that's why we last time have a lot of the problem with the electricity. It's turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, and same problem with the internet. But thanks for God, data flow what's gave to Brandon now in my storage in flat. That's why Wi-Fi router now working on this EcoFlow, and if electricity will be turned off again, if it will be turned off again, stream will not be stopped, only light will be turned off, and I think it's better than this spinning what you saw a couple minutes ago. But yes, hello my dears, glad to see you on my broadcast. Today we have a Friday chat, but in this Friday chat we have a lot of the topics what's happened a couple days ago and on this week. Yeah, because we last time met with you on a previous Friday. Yeah, on a previous Friday. And I see a lot of people come here. 16. Hello, Yoko. Hello, Mar Garcia, Iris, Olga, Borzitfield, aka Croat74, Gordon Simpson, Christine C, Shaina Caldwell, Amy, Elizabeth, David, Terina, Jennifer Berlin, and Susan Samuelson. Hello, my dears who are active in the chat. And yes, couple days ago, that accident in a Polish sky, my dears. What do you think about this? Hear you somebody about this, because I know that a lot of my subscribers is the people who live in NATO countries, and I need to know your reaction, your opinion, and for me personally, important to know your thing. And please write in the comments. Your opinion about this situation and what's going on in your country with this case. Because be honestly, I wasn't surprised. But because 1 year ago we had the missile on a Polish territory, they just a close eye. They was like a blind guys and told that Russian missile on a Polish territory, it's because Ukraine. But at this moment we see a direct attack, direct infiltration, direct penetration on a Polish territory, and I read a lot of the articles about this. I'm check a lot of the analytics about this. Ukrainian analytics, Russian analytics. I check Polish comments in some chats. Couple columnists, independents, Russian columnist, independents, Ukrainian columnist, and now I think that if when I'm study a lot of the sources, I can make something like opinion, but it will be just my personal opinion. It's have no influence on other things. But at this moment, I'm ready to share my opinion. But at first, personally important for me when you will share your and what do you think about this situation. Borzit will. I'm sorry, but when I heard about that happening, I already know nothing would happen. They would strongly condemn it, and that is. Yeah, be honestly, they did it. They strongly condemned it and nothing. Uh, they strongly worries about this. But Netherlands gave his jet F-35 for destroying missile, for destroying drones on a Polish territory. But yeah, they really strongly condemn. And I'm just on the next day after this attack, I'm check news tribe and I'm see that Poland want to activate article number 4 of the NATO, and I start thinking, what is this number 4? It's something like expeditional corps from the United States of America. It's British army on a Polish territory, and I think what it can be. But my dears, article number 4, it's a consultation with the other members of the NATO. Super useful article in real European politics style. Consultation. And it's funny. It's Kimsey. Hey Pash, I think the drones were no accident. He's checking our resolve. Article 4, let's have a chat. Yeah, it's Article 4 is the same like my stream. Friday, okay, go chat. Same with the NATO members. They just have a chat. They worries, they support, they don't support, and other. But for me personally, it sounds a little funny. Yeah, for sure. I'm not alien. I understand that after this accident, all NATO armies shouldn't be on a Polish territory and start attacking Belarusian and Russia. But consultation. What is this? What is this consultation? Country will go for the chat with other country who are 500, 700, 1,000 kilometers from Russia, and they don't in a dangerous. Hungary is the ally of the Russia. If Russian will come in Hungary, how it's correctly spelling, Hungary, doesn't matter. They will be happy if Russia will come to them. But what's recommendation can give United States, for example, for Poland in this situation? I think Trump will send 200 javelins, and Germany will send helmets, like it was before full-scale invasion in Ukraine. They do have a consultation with the NATO countries. Good evening, boss. Hello, foodies. Gordon Simpson, Canada support Poland and Ukraine. Yeah, I heard that after this accident, Canada will make a new package of the support for Ukraine. Yes, and it was really good news. I'm waited result of this chat. Wait a moment, I must check. I must use my small assistant. No, I don't spell it, this translation. So, and in my opinion, only one result of this consultation must be, at first is the closed borders, at second is the air defense patrol or something like this, on a Polish border, Lithuanian border, and on all NATO countries who are neighbors of the Russia, is the things number 2. And things number 3 is the one of the importance things, is the give more armament for Ukraine, give more fucking weapon, give more truck, give more air defense system, because we just must compare this number of drones. Yesterday on the Ukraine was launched, 2 days ago on Ukraine was launched 800 drones. On Poland only 20. And if I don't mistake, some sources say that only 4 was destroyed, or 12 was destroyed. I'm not sure in this information, because all information about this attack now, official information with the results of this attack was a little hidden from us. But 2 countries joining to the destroying Russian drones in Polish sky, and as a result we have, in a by best way it will be 12 destroyed drones from 20. On the Ukraine was launched 800 and 740 was destroyed. Compare 20 and 800, and in Ukraine no one F-35 wasn't on a duty, wasn't on a service. No one refueling jets wasn't on a service. It was just a typical Mykola with a machine gun who are on a duty on a field, for example, not so far from Chernihiv. And for me, it's funny. They check resolve of this NATO country. I must check correct translation of this word. And what as a result? What's result we have? Nothing. They just had a chat. NATO, article number 4, very strong allies. Yeah, but I'm really happy that Netherlands joined to this, and Netherlands give a help for the Poland. It's really allied who ready to do something, not just a talking, not just a chat. Today, sponsor of my night is the Blue Monster. So yeah. Thanks for the comments. Now I will back to the chat and check it. For this, why is it considered escalation in the media to shoot those drone down? At this moment, and I think is the only thanks for the Trump, we have a same situation like with Nazi Germany in the Second World War, when European country talking about we give a part of Czech to the Hitler, we don't want to escalation. Now is the same shit going on in Ukraine, when people talking about this invisible escalation, but Putin make escalation, and other guys, they just scared of Putin. Guys like a Trump scared of Putin. Maybe Trump think that Putin is his friend, but they just make decision, launch drones on a European country, on a NATO country, and what's result? Nothing. Victim of this attack is Belarus, because Belarusian and Polish border was closed by the Polish army. But Russia, as result, what will be with the Russia? What will be with the I forgot this word. What will be with the Russian ambassador in Poland? What's reaction will be on an official level? I don't know. Yeah, for sure. 34% of the Polish guy in a in a Polish chats, in a Telegram and the other sources, in a Facebook, they wrote that reason why drones was on a Polish territory, it's Ukraine. First reason, because war in Ukraine, why Ukraine have war but suffer, but we are suffered, is the Polish guy writing. Other thing, it was Ukrainian electronic warfare, and they it was Ukraine was target of this drone. In my opinion, it's bullshit. Ukrainian electronic warfare, when they do spoofing with the drones like Shaheds or Herbera, doesn't matter. They don't send the new grids on a territory of the NATO base on Podkarpatsya, near Rzeszów. We don't send these grids to the Russian drones, and in my opinion, it's total bullshit. Yeah, well, I hope you agree with me. And as I told, as a result of research and a lot of the columnists, a lot of the media sources, I can make an opinion, and my opinion is all that drone attack, it was just at first provocation from the Russian side, and it was something like reconnaissance from the Russian side. They check how working your air defense, they check how working NATO, what they will do, what consequences will be for the Russia, what result of this attack will be on a geopolitical level, and as a result, I think that Putin is happy after this attack. And after NATO reaction, I think that Putin is really happy because NATO do nothing. Just a chat. But people worried about the escalation. When Russian tanks or AFV will come on Finland territory or Polish territory, doesn't matter. Neighbors European country territory, neighbors NATO country territory, they will occupy 10 square kilometers, for example. Elliot still will yelling that don't kill Russian soldier because it will be escalation. No, don't shoot back. It's look like this. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think that my opinion have sense. Gord Simpson. Trump already said he will do nothing. He is too busy building a new ballroom wrestling ring. It's Europe. It's European problem. It's the European problems, and this new isolation policy of the Trump, and I understand why he did this, because America at the other continent, couple thousand kilometers from Europe at first must care about his self-defense. They first must care about this. Trump reaction not so important for the Poland, for example, than Great Britain reaction or Netherlands reaction or other NATO countries reaction. Trump is not a ruler of the world, and for me, it's very funny when European country is the NATO members waiting policy decision from the Trump. They start forgot that his country, independence country on a European territory, and United States is the independence country on American continent, and sometimes they forgot about this, and they waiting a decision from him what they must do on his own continent. But Russian and United States border is the small territory near Alaska, and Trump shouldn't worry so much as should worry European leaders. But they ask about this Trump. I don't know how working. Maybe I'm too young for understanding this. Maybe I'm too stupid for understanding this. But why he must make decision about situation in Europe is the safety of the European citizenship. I don't know how it worked, be honestly. Maybe you will explain for me how it worked, but for me is the very strange. H. TV news here in UK are silent about drones hitting Poland, but talk non-stop about guy shot in United States. What's guy was shot in United States? I don't know about the situation. Our news don't yelling about this. Our news yelling about situation in Poland. Typical Mykola. Yeah, it's the typical Mykola. When I'm saying the typical Mykola is just a typical mobilized soldier, his age not less than 45 years old. Before the service, he lived in a village, on a rancho, on a farm. I don't know, or in a small city. Now he is a soldier serving in some of the branch, doesn't matter. And for me, all the guy who was elder than 40 years is the typical Mykola for me. It's how would I? It's ageism from me. Ageism. NATO action requires all member agree. Hungary and Hungary, thanks so much. Hungary and Slovakia will never agree, so it's just a chat. Article 4 is just a chat. They don't activate other article who will do some activity, but article 4 is just a chat. It doesn't matter. This article don't depends from the Hungary or Slovakia, I don't know, but Hungary agreed that it's the Russian missile on a Polish territory. I think that they have no choice, because now they have some suppression from the European country about the Hungarian position, and I think that is the last term of Orban, because Hungarian people, they want to vote for the Hungarian president, but not for the small beach of the Putin. And I think that when government will change it in Hungary, and if it will be normally change it without corruption and other things, I think that always be good with Hungary. But Slovakia, it's a little more difficult situation. Only me. They want the people in neighboring countries to start resending Ukraine and reduce their support. It's who? I'm a little loose. I little loose my things. I think internal NATO army should be very worried about the result as well. Wasn't it only 20 drones in the sky, and they only managed to shoot down 4 or 5 with very expensive West missile? As a result of this, Emma, thanks for the comment. As a result of this, Polish military will go, Polish soldier will go in Ukraine for have a training from the Ukrainian army, from the Ukrainian air defense forces, and they will write a guide how correctly defense European sky. And it was a good decision, because now I think that only Ukraine know how to correctly fight against Russian drones. Because no one other country don't fight against Russian drones, and it's okay, it's normal. Not white monster, no, today not white monster, because white monster without sugar. I know that white monster it's a healthy drink, but I'm too much tired and I need more sugar for avoiding my death during broadcast. Kim C. Talk of covering West Ukraine with a Polish air defense, but probably worry about getting your aircraft. Will need close integration. Also must be working closely already. This covering, if you are if for example I saw this comment 2 months ago, maybe I'm start thinking, yeah, maybe this duty, this covering of the sky will be useful, but it's just a wasting of money, because Polish air defense and European air defense, if we will compare with the Ukrainian, I mean system of air defense, for sure, Polish army have more modern air defense, European army have more modern air defense system, Patriots and other system. They have more money, they can waste more money. For them it's okay when jets will be on a duty, but my dears, it's the millions and millions and millions dollar every week. And for example, if we compare it with the Ukrainian, when, as I told, typical soldier who on a duty on a field destroying Russian drone from the machine gun and bullets, summary were waste something like $200 against one drone. We will compare it with the Polish air defense with the jets and a couple millions for one missile. And it's not 100% chance that this missile will destroy a Russian drone, but not Ukrainian house on the west of Ukraine. I think that this idea is good, but it must be echelon air defense. It must be air defense system, but not just NATO jets on a duty on the Ukrainian territory, my dears. Not this way, because that night when Poland was under attack, they show that his types of the air defense a little shitty for nowadays. Pasha, we don't have to talk about the guy shot in USA. Okay. Okay, I think that's something special. Emmy, Kiev independent. Launching a missile cost over 400,000 euro, while the cost of the drone is only a few thousand euros. I really think Russia is concluding that as a success. For sure. I said that they think that is the success, because no reaction, bad work of the air defense. For sure, it's success. For sure. Mark Garcia. No, sorry. H. Yes, let's not talk about it. Just disappointing in the news priority here. No. Be honestly, I don't care about that guy who was shot in the United States. I'm totally deep in that shit, in that news about Poland, because it's around me every minute. People, my friends try to start discussing about this. Military community start to discussing about this. A lot of memes in Ukraine about this, and it's really funny. But it's not a funny. It was a escalation. But for us, nothing new. Mar Garcia, how much of the Soviet style of officer are still in Ukrainian armed forces? Do you think are the same now as under Zaluzhny, or better, or worse, or same? Scale of the Soviet officer in Ukrainian army, we can't count, be honestly, is the very good comment. I don't want to talk bullshit about my favorite army, Ukrainian army, but be honestly, situation with this shittiest and numbers doesn't depend from Syrsky, Zaluzhny or other guys. Be honestly, only in a high staff and general staff dependent, but in the military combat unit, a lot of the Soviet officers, they come back from the pension for have a new good salary. They are stupid. His style are old. They don't understand how to use new equipment. I will not say the name of that unit. A couple months ago was made it one special operation forces unit. One my good friend, he is a commander of the combat group. Is the same position as mine, and when this unit was formatted, I'm see fire in his eye. He said that we will make a super strong group. We will do training. We will do this. We will do this. He had the plans for training, for recruitment, for other. But in that moment, nobody know who will be a commander of this unit. And I'm sorry. I'm lose a message from the Yoka. It was a message. I'm sorry. Wait a moment. It was a message on a PayPal saying so much for donation, Yoka. It's I think that it's not a contribution because I'm not your dictators, my dears. It's not a contribution. It's help. It's support for me personally and for my guys. It's not taxes. It's not contribution, and it's only by your volunteers things. If you want to do this, if you want to support me and my team at this moment, because I think that 80% of fundraise at this moment for our guys and maybe 20 or 30 for me, but at this moment we are collected for the helmet is the copy of the Mitch helmet from the Denmark because I make some checkup of my equipment. And I'm checked that my helmet at this moment too old. Kevlar have some terms of the using, and my helmet it's elder than 5 years, and we are understanding that it's dangerous to use this helmet on a war. And yeah, that's why we need to buy a new helmet. I wrote about this in a community post. Thanks for the Charlie Manson and Yoko, we close it for this target. Helmet, it's 560 if I'm not mistake, or something like this. For sure it will be reported, and as usually. And thanks so much, Jeffrey, for your support, and very big thanks to Borzetville. Я просто пес. You write this for me for I read this on a stream. If we will translate this message, it will be I'm just a dog. Thanks so much for your support, my dears. And yes, what's about with all? And yes, about that soft unit. That guy, my friend, he is a young officer. He have a lot of ideas. He have a fire in eye. He ready to do something. He ready to fight. He had a lot of ideas. And in that moment, nobody know who will be a new commander of that unit. And for me, it was a meme. I don't know. For me, it was looked like a joke. We met with this guy in some city. He come on. We are meet for coffee. He come on a service car. He was not alone. We were just a talk, drink coffee, and I see one old man sitting in a car, and I ask, Max, who's this guy? who sit in a car. He said, it's my new chief, he will be commander. Now he have a very important conversation. I said, okay, couple minutes. This guy go out from the car, going to us. He said, hello, my name is Colonel. Just a colonel, yeah. And first thing what he said to me, he said that I'm a Special Operation Forces veteran. Before I served 25 years and now I will lead the unit, you know. And for me it was songs too much funny because I know what's do Special Operation Forces unit at that time, on the beginning of 2000, on the beginning of 2010, on the beginning of the Russian aggression on Ukraine. They do nothing. They just sit and do nothing. All these old guys who have 25 years of service, they will live in 2014, in 2015, in 2016 on a retirement, on a pension. And in 2022, they seated in his houses, have his pension, his payment from the government, and waiting for the good moment. Now, situation was stabilized on a front. No, I mean stabilized. I mean that we have no Russian forces near Kyiv, near Lviv, near Vinnytsia, and other safety city. Situation stabilized, staff and headquarters growing. A lot new position for these useless colonels who are sitting on retirement. And he said that, yeah, I will lead this SOF unit. And my first thing what's coming in my head is the, what the fuck? He's old man. What he can lead? This guy back from retirement and he will lead SOF unit. It's unreal. Because we have a lot of the young combat officers who have a real combat experience in this war, and I was really surprised. It's the new unit. Maybe officers of the new generation will lead this, but no. And what this guy do? First months he just sit, do nothing. He watched what's young officers doing, how they do recruitment, how they do training and other. I must translate one word. Title and gossip start flowing between other guys who are sit on retirement. Is the old colonels, lieutenant colonels, instructor on a retirement. They are start to call to this super colonel who are lead new unit and ask, do you have a place for me? My old friend, it's old in a both senses. He old because age, and he old because they served in that shitty time when they do nothing. Have you place in your new unit for me? He said, yeah, for sure I have. And one old colonel's back to the service from retirement. Second, third, five. A lot of this old shit come on a service now. On a SOF unit headquarters, and in a secret chat my friend sent the video about this, about training. One of the colonels of the Spetsnaz special SOF unit who back from retirement organized training, and first, what I want to do when I see this training, I want to cry really, is the total bullshit. It wasn't actual 2 years ago, 10 years ago, it wasn't actual in 2014. Is the fucking knowledge from the beginning of the independence of Ukraine, is the post-Soviet experience, is the post-Soviet training. That guy who are come on an instructor position from the retirement, he don't understand what soldier wear it on his head, on his body, how looks body armors. He don't know that we have ultra Oh my god. Heavy. I will. Ultra easy plates for plate carrier, couple kilograms. He still think that plates on a plate carriers must be steel plates, 10 kilograms in general, for example, and it's really bad, it's really shitty situation, because stupid bastard will preparing unit now, and this guy, I think that just die with this training, they will not be useful on the front line. And what's they can do with this guy? They are chiefs, they are colonels, and yeah, a lot of the Soviet bullshit now back in service, and it doesn't matter from the high commanders, because it's going on a lowest level, is the going on a separated battalions, on a separated regiments, on a brigades level, and only after this general staff. But be honestly, it's only his problem that old bastards in a general staff, because commanding start from the smallest level of the unit. But yes, that was good question. I can't say that is the better, not better, still shit. I can't say that is the same, not the same, because situation is changed. And I can't say that is the worse, because before full-scale invasion situation was more shittiest. That guy wasn't on a retirement. I can say that situation is really bad. In some unit we have a good commander, young commander. In some unit we have old bullshit like this. But it was only my example, my personal, my personal life, from my friends. But we can't explain what's going on in other brigades, in Armed Forces Brigade, in Air Forces, in a Marine, in a fleet. I don't know, but I think that situation same shitty. Wars at will. I don't know, man. I don't know much about anything, but I feel like in that case you should let experience lead over age, seniority. For sure, because doesn't matter your rank. I'm start this philosophy come to me in 2022 when full scale invasion starting. Your rank doesn't matter. You can be a lieutenant who will lead battalion, but you can be a colonel who will respond for the printer and laptop. Rank is nothing. Age is nothing. Only experience and clear head, without Soviet bullshit, without stupid paperwork, without shittiest idea from the previous conflict like Afghanistan or Chechnya, Georgia, Iraq, I don't know. Now it's the bullshit, it's total bullshit. That's previous experience doesn't work. And Третья штурмова, Third Assault Brigade, they made a movie with 40 soldiers who fight for Third Assault Brigade, and that guy said, I was in Bosnia. I thought that Bosnia is the shittiest war on the world. Other guy said I was in Iraq, I was Ranger and other Marine Corps, doesn't matter. They do a lot of the mission, combat mission. It was normal infantry guys. And they said, I forgot what I studied before. Here is the new location, new experience, new place, new war, new technology, and all that experience what had the old colonels who come back from retirement. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. It's wasting of time. And main important thing, that it's dangerous. It's dangerous for subordinate soldier. And yet, message on PayPal from the Joffrey More Helmet Fund. And thanks so much for donation, Joffrey, and very good news. When we talked about 7 layers of the uniform for the winter, for the cold weather, I'm start looking for this on the Ukrainian shops, and price was super high. It's something like 20. It's something like $700 for one complete, and thanks for our chief of S4 section, supply section. Thanks for Joffrey. He found it in the United States for too much cheaper than in Ukraine. It was original contract complete, and thanks for the Jeff. He will send it to me. And extra backpack. Thanks so much, Joffrey. You are my S4 logistics section. So, and yes, Mark, as I told, as a general answer on your comment, we can't say it that is the better, same or worse. It's the very individual situation, depends from brigade, depends from the staff, and depends from the situation. I'm on a 100% sure that in a new assault regiment, that guys from retirement, don't go in a new assault regiments. They go in good places like a high staff. Borzit Will, whatever happened to the Discord idea? No one used Discord, or I think somebody used Discord, but my situation it's or. Because I don't have enough time for making articles for this, for do normal administration of Discord, be honestly. When I'm served in Air Forces Brigade, I had time for this, but in that time this idea only growing, only born it in that time, but now it's very difficult for me, I think, because it's not a secret. You saw preview picture on this stream. It was a picture made it on a FPV monitor. What you buying, my dears, for me on a drones? It's the picture from the trainings. Did 2 weeks training. Very difficult training, be honestly. It was a 2 weeks of the pilot training. I did it, but I failed last exam, and they don't give me a pilot license for FPV drone. But on the next weeks I will do it again, and I hope that I will successfully finish this course. 2 weeks of the training. I come back to home, I feels like shit. First week it was a theory. Head full of information. I come to home, no computer game, no editing new video about Museum of Corruption, my dears. I'm just come back and go sleep. It's the first week. Second week, we are flying all days from the morning till evening. We are flying in a forest. And it was the worstest limitation in the world. Instructors don't give opportunity to sit on a chair. You must fly in, you must stand up and fly in, and it's too difficult. Second week I'm tired physically. I have no energy for nothing. I have no energy for the drop trash from my flat. Yeah. And third week is again will be theory. It will be engineering preparing. And if we will compare this with that period what I had in Air Force Brigade, it's very big difference. And my dears, for sorry, I have no time for Discord, because by my idea I must prepare articles for their places, travel, but my future travels is the Donbas travels, but Donbas travels don't need description on Discord. Alright, especially now with job, sorry, I'm super, no worry about this, no worry, be honestly, I'm just don't have a time. 2 videos waiting for publishing, 2 videos. I'm still not finished it. Yeah, it's only my problem. Maybe it's because I'm a little lazy or something like this, but no energy, my dears. That's why I buy close to the 1 liters of energy drink for don't sleep on a broadcast. Sorry, donation from the Mar Garcia Pasha. This is for you and your guys. Good luck. Thanks so much, Mar Garcia. But this is directly for me. This is directly for my head. Thanks so much, Mark. Christian C, just do your training. We wait for you. I did it, but I failed last exam. It's this school was. This school was really difficult because biggest part of the school who are working, I mean pilot school, who are working with the military, they don't do selection. They just give knowledge and give a certificate. You have a knowledge, have a pilot certificate. Okay, you are free. Go fly. In this school, no. In this school, selection. On this course, joining something like 60 guys, if I don't mistake, yeah, or 57. It's close to this number because I don't saw all members of neighbor group. First week it was theory and simulator flying. We are flying on a laptop, and in a Friday, in a previous Friday, we had the first exam. It was theory exam. I did it normally, 41 points from 50. I did it normally. I think good. And it was a simulator exam. I did it too. But second week it's only practice. It's only flying. No problem during flying. I can control drone. I can fly on a long distance. I can fly on a shitty environment. I can do what you want to do with this drone, but I was too much nervous today. That's why I failed my exam. I failed my practical test. That's why I have no certificate. And the first opinion what can come to my head that I'm stupid, but no, I'm really understanding that I was too much nervous. I have a couple chance to took this certificate, but I must came to this school again. They will choose date where I can do this exam again, and I can finish this. I mean that pilot course, because from this Monday I will go on an engineering course. Again, my head will be full of the information about drones and other thing. Yeah. Difficult, but it's I'm happy that I'm don't finish it my thing. And it was a first group. It was something like 60% or something like this, as I told. After first exam, after first week, on a second week, on a training was not more than 14 guys. 36 guy fail first exam and they don't have opportunity to go on a practice and selection in this school. And school is really difficult. Is the civilian instructors, they don't care about your career rank. That doesn't matter for them. Or you did this test or you don't did, or it's success or fail. For me, it was a fail today, but I think that we can fix this situation. I was angry all the day, but now always the case with this. Don't worry. So yes, 23 member on broadcast, but where is the comments, my dears? We must discuss something. It's the Friday conversation. Maybe it's opportunity to make a small technical pause, my dears, for 30 seconds. Wait a minute, I will come back just to prepare your questions. As I said that suffer deaths don't come on this broadcast because before streams here sending message with the topics for me. But not today, not today. Wait a moment, I will come back after a couple minutes. My dears, I'm here. I'm come back. Peace break. Be honestly, it wasn't a peace break. I'm just use a charger for my vape. I don't drink during broadcast on YouTube. I have something for the drink, but not on a YouTube. I remember that time where we start discussing vodka, and I had a warning from YouTube. That's why it's bad idea to drink during the broadcast. Smoke, maybe, but not drink. Alcohol killing. But only during broadcasts. No charge on vape make for angry nights. Yeah, it is the difficult period where we can't smoke without electricity. Lucky Mark hides all, but I never lie. If it will be something, you will see this on my eye, and you will understand it. It's by my voice and by topics, because topics. If I start drinking during broadcast, we will more deep go on a policy, more deep, more and more. What is engineering? So, no. First question is: have you eaten the watermelon now? Not today, but it's in this season ahead. But question of the Christian C: what is engineering? So engineering is the one part of the FPV drone using. As you know, FPV drone is handmade flying piece of shit, and if you want to give opportunity to fly for this piece of shit, you must do some manipulation with this. You must understand how maintain drone. You must understand how do programming of the drone, how launch frequencies, and a lot of the nuance. And engineering is this part of the technical part of the drone. Very important. I think that is the more important than opportunity to fly, because if engineer don't correctly launch your drone, you can't fly. It doesn't matter on your skill. If drone will have a program problem, technical problem, you never fly on a bigger distance than 100 meter, I think. That's engineering. It's full maintain, full programming, full understanding about parts and components of the FPV drone. And after this week of the engineering, maybe I will go on a course of the combat engineering. Combat engineering, it's work with explosive materials, how to make combat part of the drones for the making some boom and making good video on the channel with this boom. It's different types of the engineering. That first type engineering, where I go in on this Monday, is the technical part of drones. Next type of engineering, it's combat engineering. It's about explosive materials. How is Anatoly and the sport club? Have you been able to talk to him at all? Sometimes we have phone calls. with Anatoly. Our relationship are really good. He like a father, I'm like a son, but I have an opportunity to go to Anatoly. He waiting me as a guest. They last hour support for the kids. It was on my birthday when we sent training drones for them. They're really happy and always good with them. He sent me a bag of honey because he have a lot of the bee. I don't know how it correctly, honey farm or what it's correctly. I'm translate this. He have a big garden, and he sent me a big bucket of the honey. And yes, but beehives, yeah, big garden, beehives. Translator says show me both words. And yes, always good with Anatoly, always good with the kids. They're really happy that they have a friends like you, my dears. They're really happy because you had a very good influence on this sport club, my dears. Only thanks for you. It's not popular opinion, but Anatoly tell it to me that they still working, my dears. Only thanks for you and only thanks for your support. Yes, from one side is the sad news. From other side is the good news that we are do something important. Oh, good question. I wanna know if I'm answering on this board at will. Kimsey, do you feel okay after flying FPV drones, or does it make you really tired? So is a couple ways. When you are flying, you are do it in FPV goggles. Just to explain that you are watching on your TV from this distance. I really tired, a lot of tears during fly, headache during fly. If your vestibular system are shit, you can stay when you flying. But with me always good. I'm tired after flying. During the fly always good, normal concentration. But I'm a little nervous at this moment because not enough trainings. But yeah, you feel tired only after flights. But I saw a couple examples on this training that not all people can fly longer than 10 minutes, for example. If this guy, for example, a little elder than me, he closest to the 40 years old, it's really difficult to head, it's really difficult to eye ache, headache, and and for me it's okay, but I'm tired as shit after all days of flying. But in general, always good. I have no problem with the vestibular, thanks for God, and I have no problem with the pain in eye during the fly. Sometimes I have tears, but in general, it's always good. And yeah, we have two ways. Thanks for Yoka, we buy it in June. Very good professional goggles. It was a Sky Zone X Pro. It's goggle with two lenses and you can control it, and your eye not so tired. And we use that Yoka goggles, and I think that so soon will be fundraised for next pair of this. But that guy who used other type of goggles, it was Sky Zone Cobra. It's not looks like goggles, it's looks like a helmet. And in a goggles we have two separate screen and you launch it for your eye and it's good. But there you have just a oh my god, you have just a display near your eye. It's one display, and after this cheapest goggles Sky Zone Cobra, people had more headache, more pain in eye, but yes, thanks for Yoga we used professional equipment, and we don't destroy our eye during the training. Christian C. Engineering is really hard and important, thanks. Yeah, as I told, if engineer doesn't prepare your drone, you have no sense, because pilot on a combat position have no time for launching. You must use a lot of the software, you must do a lot of the tests before you give the drone for the combat pilot. You must do pre-maintaining, pre-fly maintaining. You must do you must fly if you are a technic, if you are a mechanic, drone engineer, you must fly first and check the drone, how it works, correctly or not correctly. A lot of the small details have a very, very big influence during flying. If you not good fix it, how it translated, wait a moment. If you don't not enough fixed blades on the FPV drone, blade can go out during the fly, for example, yeah, and a lot of the details, small nuances, but it's have very, very big influence on a drone during flying. Hello Charlie, I told that you are sitting in a pub because Friday, but you are welcome. Sorry, I've not been here, been out searching for my cat, she's been missing since Sunday. Going back again shortly, so have a great evening everyone. Your cat is not back? I'm sorry for this. But if it's not big city, I hope that always be good with your cat and she's come back to home. I know that dogs every time back to home. With cat we had not problem like this. Hello EL, sorry I'm late, sending love to you all. Thanks so much EL. It's never be a late, never be a late. If you want to, my dears who are join it a little later and doesn't join in the chat, if you want to see non-professional political analytic about situation in Poland, you can start watching broadcast from the beginning. We're discussing Poland situation, half of this broadcast, 40 minutes I think. Yeah, my dears, if you are join more late, just start watching from the beginning, because now we are more closing to the finish of the broadcast. And yes, Charlie, I think that always be good with your cat. We are a hope. One more vape. My dears, if you have some questions, just sending in a chat. I think that 20 minutes, and we will go finish it our broadcast for today. We're just waiting for your questions, and we'll go sleep. Charlie Manson. I live in a village, maybe shut in a shed or garage where we had showers all week. Maybe she hid and got locked in. I'm out listening for meows. Interesting. When cat preparing for your cat old or young? Because I had a situation with the cat when cat preparing for the death, for example, cat go out on a long so far from the house for die. Cats dying lonely usually. Yeah, it's just a small fact. I hope it's not about your cat. Borzadil Pasha, have the power outage gotten worse or better from last year? Depends from season. Depends from season, because now is autumn. Russia start anti-electricity bombing campaign. They damaged one power plants in Kyiv. That's why I had some shit with my electricity. In Monday I will not have electricity from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. It depends from the season. In summer, no problem with electricity. Only a couple times it was turned off. But in autumn, I think that it will be big shit with electricity. I'm really praying that we will not use graphic of electricity how it was 2 years ago, when, for example, you have electricity only 4 hours per day, because flat warming system flat will be cold, and it's bad. But I'll be honest, don't worry about this, because on a winter I will be on a war. There I will have electricity. But I think that, yeah, we will have a big problem with electricity. In news, they talk about how gas prices are rising in Russia because UA is blowing up their oil refineries. Mark, I said you more. Not only price. Some region have no benzene, have no gas on his gas station, and in some region, Russian government give a limitation on the export of the gas. In some region, export was stopped, and they have no opportunity to sell in gas in other countries, because Ukraine make a small deficit in some regions of the Russia. And yes, it's the good news. And this anti-gas campaign was started after presentation missile Flamingo. This missile have a good influence on a Russian economy. Aha, 1.5 years old and active rat and mouse hunter. So I think that maybe your variant was don't wrong, maybe closed in a garage or something like this, or walked somewhere. I hope it always be good with your cat. Ukrainian actions on the oil system is working for sure. Yeah, Hungary was confused after this attack. They start yelling to Ukraine must stop to this. But what we can do with Hungary? They only one guy from the Europe who are depends from the Russian gas. But be honestly, it's not our problem. Hungary, it's our small enemy on a political arena, on a big geopolitical scale, because Hungary and Slovenia, it's that guy who are make a lot of the problems for the Ukraine on a European Union scale. Do you fly in poor weather to? Do you fly in a poor weather or get to have a break? So, one things about FPV drones. We can't fly in a rain because rain can damage electrical elements of the FPV drone, and it's very bad idea to fly in fog, and it's very bad idea to fly during rain, during snow. But wind limitation for the FPV drone is 15 meters per second. That's our limitation. But if wind more stronger than 50 per second, we too can fly, but it's very good chance to lose your drone. Pasha, a comment from Hugh G. Hello from Canada, bro. Putin huilo. Hello, Hugh. You're welcome. Amy, Pasha, I read about the German company that makes ergonomic drone controller harness vests named Fitgear. Ergonomic gears for living pain. Could it be something for you, perhaps? Fitgear. Never heard, be honestly. Never heard. I'm just check it. I think that it can be useful, but for a separate task. I'm just, I mean, thanks for the comments. Very interesting variation of the gear, but I think that it can be useful for the same, for the special tasks, you know, depends from the task, because usually your controller will be in your backpack, and when you are a find position for the fly, you will took this controller from the backpack and the other tools. Because in Ukraine, drones don't fly like in Europe, just a controller and drone. We must use a lot of the extra gear, and usually pilots don't fly on a open terrain. We do it from the trench, from the ditch, from the position, and I think it's the good gear. But for example, me don't need this. Charlie Manson, I watched the video of confused Russian because there was no patrol. They genuinely believed it was a truck delivery issue and had no idea of what has been happening to the refineries. Yeah, because Russian news doesn't show what's happened with the refineries, and yeah, they really trust that is the logisticals problem. But okay, it's his problem. It's not our problem. Yeah. And it's funny when that region who are have this gas station, you know, for taking gas from underground, have no patrol on his gas station. It's really funny. But in Moscow, they have no problem with the patrol. Borzoville gas station nation running out of the gas is a crazy concept. Is the best way to destroy Russian economy. Is the one of the best super way, and I'm support our armed forces in this thing. Hungarian politics don't count. The evil on the inside of Europe. Yes, Hungarian politics. I mean that near word Hungarian we must write Hungarian Russian politics, and President Orban is the I don't know Russian slave, or how we can describe this. Young generation, they don't like him, and I think on the next election he have no chance if this election will be clear. I mean, without corruption and other thing. Hungarian, yeah, it shows how scary it's when they control information that the Russian are unaware. Uh, scary. For us, it's funny because we have access to the independence news. They have no. It's his problem, for sure. It's his presidents use this limitation. And his presidents have this media control. It's only his problem, not our. The news said another oligarch was killed because he was trying to live in his private jet. Putin took all of his money and company. Oligarchs are worried because Putin is taking their money for the war. Because country budget close to be empty after some time. That's why they worried. Oligarchs' money wasn't touched before. Russian economics don't go in a deep shit. It's still no deep shit, but it's too close for this. That's why they are worried about this. Russia is running out of money. I think they will print money. It's not a problem. They have a printers, they will print. aka Crowd 74. Why a Mitch style helmet over a fast helmet? Oh, couple reason. I'm not so young and not so hot guy for use fast helmet at this moment. I start to be worried about my head, about my health, and about my survive chance on the war. Mitch helmet have a middle silhouette. It's not a full cover helmet like this, but it's the middle silhouette for using headphones, for example. And for me, I'm really start to worry. Maybe I'm a little scared. And it's better protection. It's better scale, scale of protection. This part of the head will be under armor, and it's better than fast. My fast are old, and I don't trust to this Kevlar because it's older than 5 years. And Mitch style because I must cover my head as more as possible. And for sure with the Mitch style you can normally use earphones, headphones, earphones. Yeah. That's why I'm choose Mitch style. Only safety, really, only safety. Nothing wrong with the more protection, for sure. We never have enough protection. We can't protect all our body. We can't protect all our critical places. But we can try to do this, be honestly, and I will try. It's the same that on my body armor I have a normal plates forward, normal plates back, small plates for these parts of the body, and I have a neck armor because I'm worried, and yeah, I'm understanding that I will not do assault missions. I don't need to run in too much. That's why I can wear over heavy body armor for making my protect better. And yes, I'm old and I'm very, very worried about my survival chance. Charlie Manson, nothing wrong with the preferring the better protection over pretty boy style, but it still will be pretty boy style. It's still a pretty boy style because it's the uh, will be boy style cover on a helmet. Always be good. But I will still looks like a Christmas tree for the good pictures on my Instagram or on a YouTube, but with the more protection. Side plates are always neglected. So when I was young, when I was a guy in infantry, I'm trust that pouch with the AKA-74 magazine will help this part of body. Because bullets can make some part of the protection, but now I don't trust in this shit. That's why I use extra plates, and I will still use magazine in that side. It's extra protection. I'm don't die young, and I don't want to die in a middle age. Be honestly. This kid saying he's old. In army, we counting our age not like a normal people. Trust me, I'm old. Maybe by my passport I'm just 27 years old, but I'm old. Yeah, I'm don't start read the magazine every morning, but I'm listening news every morning. It's step to the old age and old habits. Okay, Cross 74. You needed more quick mobility and then out of the vehicle. Yeah, is the true because in that time we used armored cars like Kozak 2M or Novator or I don't use my group don't use Tershel Senator, but yeah, it's very limited place, very limited space, and yeah, mobility and again mobility. Now I hope that I will not have this problem, but my transport it will be something like pickup or SUV or something like this, but I don't need a run for the big distance. That's why I can use more heaviest ammunition. Most don't use them because of this. uh, Most don't use them because they have no money for buying this. Be honestly, because that protection is too not cheap. uh, I had a very good discount in that shop, something like 15%, and complete without forward and then back place it was something like 900, if I don't mistake, but it's with the next protection. Christian C. Yeah, the pictures we see before the show looks like you are in a movie. And yeah, protect your please. Yeah, I will try to protect me, my dears, and we will protect me better because thanks for the Charlie. We are a start that fundraise before the broadcast. He make a first steps, my dears, and thanks for you. We are too much closest to this helmet. We are too much closest to the helmet. And yes, I think that if yeah, I think that tomorrow or after tomorrow I will be. Oh my god, tomorrow or after tomorrow I will be ready to buy this helmet. Can you wear FPV goggles and helmet together? Yeah, I can, but I yeah, I can. I think when I try it, yeah, it's possible. FPV Google have not a big silhouette and it looks like a ballistic goggles. It's not bigger than. If I will have a chance, I will show you how it looks. You can combine this, but if you were flying from the closest position, something like trench or something like this, you shouldn't use helmet. Be honestly. Oh my god, because you are undercover and some some part of the ground will protect you. Charlie Manson, I'll be 60 this year. My congratulations. I was 40 when I was injured, running around like a fit 30-year old. I still feel mid 30s now. That's the military for you. Military service destroying health, be honestly. Military service destroying health. Normal service, yeah, maybe you can keep your health in normal condition, but war, no. If you are on a war, it's a little difficult to do this. And for sorry, we can't influence on this. Cold places, influence on the lungs, influence on the bones, influence on the back. A lot of problems after this, and that's why in a 27 I feels like a 40 years old man. Maybe after the war I will back to the normal fitness, not this destructive CrossFit and always be good, but not today, my dears, not today. Alison Pound, uh, because we love you, my dear. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for your support, Alison Pound. Yeah, we are 95% close to this helmet. I think that tomorrow, I think that tomorrow you will see a report about this Mitch style middle protection helmet. Бажаю здоров'я, Safedes. You are welcome. I told that I mentioned you. I think that 1 hour ago. When we are finished discussing about Polish sky, I told you that Safedes give a good recommendation. Uh, give a good recommendation for the topics of the broadcast. And yes, we mentioned it to you. You are welcome. But for sorry, you are really little late because I'm preparing to the finishing broadcast. I hope that after 0 0.7 liters of the energy drink, I will not have heart attack during night. I hope that always be good. But Blue Monster today is the sponsor of the my broadcast. That's why I don't sleep during broadcast. But yeah, my dears, 00:30 now in Ukraine. I think 10 minutes and I will go sleep. Tomorrow it's will be my first weekend where I am shouldn't wake up in the early morning. Is the chance to sleep. Okay, crowds, how far away from the goal? Oh my god, it was close. How far away? We need a 60 at this moment for the goal. Yeah, 60 for the goal. But I think don't worry about this. I I had a salary. It's not a problem. Tomorrow, my dears, waiting report with a helmet about this. So and in a previous weekend, I too had the opportunity to sleep well. But we are visited Chernobyl, and my dears, who that guy who are sponsors of the channel, who have opportunity to sponsor chat, I showed some report after this, and some video too will be in sponsor parts, because that visit was a little illegal. I want to make a problem for that guy who give opportunity to walk there like a tourist before full-scale invasion, because now Chernobyl it looks like a military city, and yes, and it will be a little limited content. Sorry, I can't have opportunity to show it for everyone, because Chernobyl is the popular request. It's popular request in the searching, and if it will push in channel, it will be bad for me and that guy who are give opportunity for us, who are give opportunity to work for us. They will have a problem, my dears. For sorry, I can't show it for all public. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god. 1, 2. Joffrey, thanks so much. Very big thanks for the Joffrey and for the Charlie. Yes, it's totally closed. Yeah, we finish with this, my dears. Thanks so much. Yes. Case with helmet are closed, my dears. Thanks so much. Waiting for the reports tomorrow at evening. I think that I will go check the size, and yes, we will buy this. Middle protection Mitch style Denmark helmet. Christian says sleep late, hope don't boozing from energy drink. No, I hope that always be good. Now Manscaped shaver. Interesting about shaver. When we are buying oh my god, tablets for the team, I'm counted, not counted. We are buying tablets. It was big money for 8 tablets, and I have a bonuses from that shop. It's something like 2000 hryvnias of bonuses. And so for this, today I was scrolled internet shop and I can buy. I looking for the man shaver in scale of these bonuses. I don't know. I think that you're feel this. Pasha, is there anyone on your unit struggling with the kit we can help? With the kit we all the time have a problem, but only thanks for the black market, my dears. Only thanks for Sex. I need to go sleep. Only thanks for the black market we are surviving because I mean black market is trading and exchange between units between soldiers. We are surviving. We need a. Oh my god! Oh my god! We need a mast tower for our antennas. We need more antennas. We need VTX transmitter. A lot of the kits. First, my problem for this season, my crew preparing to the war in October, November, and beginning of the and beginning of the December is the not cold period. I'm worried about Gore-Tex uniform for my guys, and we all the times have a problem. Be honestly, that's why it's everlasting problem. You know, we never fix all. Black market is only market. Yeah, it's only market, but not for everyone. Joffrey saw what we can buy. Joffrey saw what we can buy on the black market. I think that in a sponsor chat I will send a small report what we buy there. Thanks for you, my dears. And sometimes it looks really crazy. Socks never enough. Be honestly, socks enough. If we have army give for us ZSU socks is the best socks in my life. I use it for the mountain. I use it for the war. And socks enough. Everyone can buy socks. Socks and underwear. but if we are talking about something more serious, it's unreal. Wow, a sexy time. Rara 4. Huilo booster. I don't read your message, but I can agree on UA socks for sure. If I don't mistake, you have one pair, yeah, Joffrey? Yes, that's the kit I meant, personal kit. I'm sure we would be well happy to help another person through you whenever we can. Gore-Tex complete. Gore-Tex complete, it's something like Gore-Tex complete for 5-person crew. That's what they need. That's only one problem what my crew have at this moment. And that's only one crew I'm growing. It will be crew number 2 and number 3 soon to the new year, but this guy will not go on a war in the closest 3 months. Now in a priority it's me and my first crew, because we are preparing to go on a tasks in October. That's why I'm really worried about the fucking Gore-Tex. It's really expensive, but it's high quality. It's Abrams Ukrainian company. And antennas, but be honestly, on a war we will have some antennas. All that stuff now we need them for extended preparing of the pilots. Don't worry about socks. Ukrainian armed forces socks. It's something legendary. I think that gods, Greek or Scandinavian gods, make these socks for the Ukrainian army for destroying Russia. It's very, very high quality socks. I mean Ukrainian that army gave. Don't worry about Ukrainian socks. Socks are good. Top quality, blessed by gods. Yeah, Joffrey agree with me. If I don't mistake, you have one pair of the socks. Oh my yes, 2 hours broadcast, but not 2 hours. 10 hours. I had a problem with electricity, but yeah, we are finishing now. Very good activity in the chat. Thanks so much for. I can show how much Gore-Tex per set. It's I will show. I think is the very good quality. Is the very. Wait a moment. Screen. Yeah, hope you see screen. We just walk it in a shop with a crew commander, and we find this is the super. Not Gore-Tex is the soft shell. I'm sorry, is not Gore-Tex, is the soft shell, not Gore-Tex, soft shell. Uh, 8.5 for the pants. Wait a moment. 8.5 for the pants and 7.9 for the jacket. Oh my god, it's wrong. $16,375 and 397 per one complete on a one guy, on a one member of crew. We need a 5. 397.0. One 1.900. It's total price for the whole crew. Is the super quality. It's the kids of dream. It's optional. If we will have opportunity to buy this stuff, it will be okay. If we will not have opportunity to buy this stuff, it's still will be okay. But it's the stuff of dream, I think. And it's Ukrainian. Yeah. I'm skip 1 million messages in a chat. Crazy thing, I'm sitting in my garage looking at 2 sets of British Gore-Texes, probably have several jackets on my loft. So why 410, what's the means of this? So the why I choose a leaf, Because fucking Pokrovsk is the villages, is the ruins, is the part of the fields, is the Посадки and other things. And the leaflets will be good for the good is a universal color. That's why we don't choose multicam for these things. They these guys usually have multicams for the higher level, but the for soft shell, I don't know how to describe in our choose, but it's important to choose. Enshrined, I'll be waiting for you to do a live chat. Enshrined, you are welcome. Thanks so much for your donation, but I have 2 hours of stream. I'm really little tired. Maybe next time be better if you will come more early, or I will start more later. Do you have direct links to donate? Yeah, PayPal under my face on the screen or in a description of the broadcast. So for this, have knee pads. Usually we don't use knee pads separately. It's inside of the pants. Different system of the knee pads. On our typical multicam uniform, we using CP system of the knee pads. No. Separate knee pads, it's not popular at this moment, be honestly, because it's not comfortable. Maybe you saw the previous photo for the field training or something like this. I will check where I use knee pads inside of our pants. I don't know, have an opportunity. Yeah, Cry knee pads. We have a lot of the cheap copies of the Cry knee pads, and for example, this kit of knee pads, it can be cheaper than $20. It's very individual things, and guys have no problem with this. Wait, maybe I will find. Wait. Makes sense, they slide too much. Yeah, that's why I'm told that it's better, because knee pads inside of pants have not problem like separate knee pads. It's common with experience, because before active infantry work, that separate complex knee pads and elbow pads, it was okay for us. But at this moment I never be use elbow pads, because it's super uncomfortable, it super limitate your moves. It slides too, and be honestly, with the elbow pads you have a limitation when you try to manipulate with a weapon, and that's why me personally don't use elbow pads. And normal U-box, good U-box and the good jacket can make your contact with the ground more softer. And that's why we don't use elbow pads. But knee pads, it's very important, because knee is the first parts of your body what can die during military service. Yeah. One more vape and I will go sleep. I'm 40 minutes promising that I will go sleep. Saw you in Brandon's video. My dears, who are watching video with the Brandons? It was a 1 hour conversation. My dears, write plus in the chat who are watching full video, because I had not enough strength to watch full video with me on a 1 hour. That was rather for watch it. Really? From the first minute, Safades, really? You really watched 1 hour video? We are started from the crevasse and finished by hate speech, as normally. Oh my god, but yes, you really did it? Anything for my two favorite gigolos. Thanks so much. Charlie Manson missed that one. Yeah, it was a 1 hour video. We are start conversation about kvass because kvass is the best Brandon's drink, and we are finished by hate speech about volunteer system, FPV drone system, and other system. I think that I smoked not less than 12 cigarettes during that conversation. I mean the 12 vapes. Not less, I think that. But yeah, Brandon now in a secret forests, no signal and no trolling on a my broadcast. But I'm be honestly, I miss for Brandon. Charlie, it's just on a Brandon channel. Its last video was published in a previous Sunday, if I don't mistake. Yeah, my dears. Okay, I think that I will finish my broadcast. 2 hours, 2 hours. It's too much. Next time, I think that we will have opportunity to talk more. Next time, I think that we will start broadcast a little later, something like 11 hour. I think that yeah, and maybe I will have more energy to do broadcast. But this week was really difficult with this practice. Next time, I think that I will be in a better condition and will not use a liter of energy drink. I love Brandon to bits. His sense of humor is the same as mine. British military sarcasm and piss taken all the yeah as the British. Last my quote before I go sleep. I was in a Poland, Nova Deba, on a military training. We had American officers and British officers. Was the really good British major. Yeah, he was major. He was really good sense of humor. And on the last day, he said, "I have surprises for the our for the our American colleagues, for our American brothers, and highest chief from the American army in a Poland, in a that part of Poland, from that military unit, come on the finishing of our training, and this British major give a present to him. It was a patch. On a patch was a sign, MAGA. Make America Great Britain again. You must see faces of that American officer. It was the very fucking funny. But yeah, Brits, it's something special. I mean, British sense of humor. Again, my dears, thanks so much for your attention. Thanks so much for your support, for good activity in the chat, and for good conversation, my dears. Thanks so much that you are with me. If you are not subscribed, push subscribe button. If you are don't push like button, push the like button. You know that we are don't running for the numbers of the subscribers, but just do this. Thanks so much, my dears. Have a good day. Have a good night. See ya later. Where's this button to the finish broadcast? Good night.